we know, but also what we still need to find out about this fascinating condition. Introduction. Psychopathy has long captured the public imagination. Newspaper column inches have been devoted to murderers with psychopathic features. As is evident by the success of films such as We Need to Talk About Kevin and No Country for Old Men, Hollywood and audiences worldwide have also been fascinated and repulsed in equal measure by characters who are exceptionally cold and callous. We now understand psychopathy as a personality disorder characterized by lack of empathy and guilt, manipulation of other people, a tendency to make bafflingly destructive life choices, and, in the case of criminal psychopathy, capacity for premeditated violent behavior. Financially, psychopaths generate substantial societal costs in relation to their incarceration and failure to consistently contribute to the workforce. Perhaps more importantly, they can inflict immeasurable emotional, psychological, and financial costs on their victims. Despite public fascination with psychopathy, there is often a very limited understanding of the condition, and several myths about psychopathy abound. For example, people commonly assume that psychopaths are sadistic serial killers, or that all violent and antisocial individuals are psychopaths. Yet systematic research over the past 35 to 40 years convincingly shows that most psychopaths are not responsible for multiple homicides. Equally, there are plenty of antisocial and violent offenders who are not psychopaths. It is not antisocial behavior and violence in themselves that characterize psychopathy. It is the profound absence of empathy and guilt that is at the core of what makes a psychopath, and what sets such individuals apart from the rest of us. The research into psychopathy is proceeding at a healthy pace, and we know so much more than we did even 10 years ago. But much also remains a mystery, and a focus of continued research efforts. Is psychopathy a genetic condition? Do people become psychopaths because of their childhood experiences? As children, were there signs that could have warned us that someone is at risk of developing psychopathy? Can psychopathy be prevented or treated? Are all psychopaths criminals? These questions and many others occupy researchers, including myself, policymakers, clinicians, educators, and also the public. The reason for pursuing these questions are manifold. I think it is very human to be fascinated by a condition that renders someone so alien, lacking in basic human qualities of empathy, concern, guilt, and care for other people. Many of us want to understand how individuals with psychopathy see the world, what makes them tick, how and why they end up behaving the way they do. Perhaps part of this interest relates to our fear of psychopaths and the need to understand how they operate so that we might avoid the danger they pose. There is also no doubt that individuals with psychopathy are costly to society. Some estimates put the cost at 10 times that which is associated with depression, and this makes them top of policymakers' worry lists as individuals that we need to do something about. As a psychologist interested in development, I am personally keen to understand why children develop this way. No one is born a psychopath. Could systematic research give us tools to help individuals at risk and their families? Questions like these form the backbone of what I want to consider in this book. Chapter 1. How can we know if someone is a psychopath or is at risk of becoming one? If the public perception of psychopaths as bloodthirsty serial killers is not universally accurate, then what are individuals with psychopathy like? What are their defining features? And how can we know if someone is a psychopath or at risk of developing the disorder? Before delving into the science, let's consider some case studies. These cases are closely based on individuals that I have encountered via my research, as well as those documented by colleagues in the field. They give a flavour of the developmental course of criminal psychopathy, as well as what a person without criminal convictions, but a host of psychopathic personality traits, looks like. Mark. Mark was the second-born child of Lisa and Tom. Following the unplanned birth of their first child, Tom had to leave college and take a job at the local storage facility. As a result, the family struggled financially. Lisa recalls that Mark was a